Hello, unlimited friends. It's Zara back again with Q&A about the law of attraction and its application to our lives. What can we learn today that is going to help us improve our lives? I can tell you I have an excellent question, and the question is about fasting. Question was submitted as a comment under one of my videos by a video by the people, and the question is, does fasting quicken manifestation? Do you fast, and if yes, why? I'm so excited to answer this question for you. Let's get straight into it. So, what does fasting accomplish in terms of spirituality? Your spirituality, my spirituality. What does fasting help us to accomplish? Number one, fasting creates contrast. The abstinence from food, abstinence from other things during a phase of fasting creates contrast. And that contrast, meaning I'm not going to eat or drink, if this is an Islamic fast, I'm not going to eat or drink all day from sunrise to sundown. Then when I eat and I drink, oh my God, the appreciation that flows from me. I feast with my eyes, with my sense of smell, with my taste buds. Even those people who do not know appreciation can appreciate food. So what does fasting do? It creates enough contrast that then you are in a place of appreciation. But from having lived in an Islamic country for many years, I can tell you that there are many people who fast all day, but there's still no appreciation in their hearts. So, does it help them? I don't know. Number two, the concept of fasting during the month of Ramadan or during Passover. In Christianity, similarly, there is a period of Lent before Easter where you abstain from certain foods. And so, why do we do that? We do that so that we can create contrast, consciously create contrast, so that we can put ourselves into a place of appreciation. And so in any culture where there is fasting, at the end of that period of fasting, there is a feast, a joyous occasion, because the meaning is to appreciate, to go up the emotional scale to a place of joy. I believe that there is some form of fasting in every religion. And the reason is that it helps us to be more appreciative of all the wonderful things that we have in our lives. Now, the other thing that happens during this phase of fasting is that people believe that God is listening more. But I have to tell you, God is not a selective listener, and God is listening all the time. But they become more inclined towards prayer. They become more inclined towards watching what they are doing and saying. They consciously want to be good. And that changes their way of looking at things. They become more forgiving towards other people and themselves. So yes, all of that affects their vibration and where they are on the emotional scale. At the end of the day, our beliefs are everything. So during that period of fasting, people are more open to trusting whatever entity they believe in, whether it's God or another entity or the universe. You are more open to believing that that entity is looking after you. There's more faith and trust. There's more hope that things will change. But I have to tell you that you don't have to fast in order for those things to happen. You can be appreciative without having to abstain from food and drink. You can be hopeful without having to fast. You can be a good person, be kind to yourself and others without having to fast. But it is helpful for a community to do it together, because when the entire community is doing it, one, it becomes easier. It's just like Christmas. During Christmas in the Western world, people are happier. Why? Because they are more forgiving, they are more loving, they are more positive thinking. In the Islamic world, or in the Christian world, before Easter, when people are fasting, they are more spiritually inclined. They feel that they are closer to God, and they take time out to practice prayer. One of the things that happens is that they do what is called repetitive prayer, which is using prayer beads. And when you do that, when you are in that repetitive prayer cycle, you're not thinking other things. So it takes you into a sort of a meditative phase, into a phase of no thought. And when you stop thinking about your life, now you've given control in the true sense, truest of sense, to the universe, to that which we call God. And when you do that, your life improves. So in the end, what I want to say is that there is no guarantee that you will manifest more by fasting, because it's not the act of fasting, it's the vibration and the thoughts that are happening in your mind and in your heart. If you are becoming a more loving, more forgiving person while you fast, then yes, it is having an impact on creating more positive manifestations for your life. But if you're not doing that, if you're not becoming a more loving person, if you're not becoming more appreciative of everything that the universe has granted you, then it has no effect. It has no impact. And so there's no one answer. Everything depends on the individual. Every individual is creating for themselves. There are many people who never fast at all and have amazing, wonderful lives. God loves them, the universe loves them, and grants their every wish. And that is because they keep themselves in a place of satisfaction. Satisfaction with where I am and eager for more. I'm satisfied. They are happy where they are. They're not throwing tantrums because they haven't received the things that they're asking for. They're satisfied. There's no attachment to the outcome. They are more inclined towards saying whatever happens, happens, and I will be able to make the best of it. And you can have that attitude towards life whether you fast or you do not fast. So it's really up to you. And so you asked me a personal question. You said, do you fast and why? I used to religiously fast until I realized that I don't need to fast in order to be a good person, in order to be closer to God. I don't need fasting. The act of fasting is not what brings me closer to God. What brings me closer to God and the universe is how I think and feel and how I behave with other people. So it really boils down to some very simple things. It's not complicated. And I hope that this response helps you and anyone else who comes from that, who is evaluating religious practices, because I've done a lot of that evaluation in my life. So I'm happy, more than happy, to share with you. All right, so appreciate every meal. Prepave eating every meal. Why do you have to wait till it's time to fast to appreciate the food that you eat? Feast on it with your eyes, your sense of smell, with your taste buds. Be appreciative of everything that the universe has given you. And just live a life. That is why I say that law of attraction is a way of life, because we're supposed to be appreciative all the time. We are supposed to be satisfied all the time. We are supposed to have no attachment to any outcome all the time. You don't need to fast in order to behave in those ways. All right. That's all I'm going to say to you guys. If anyone is interested in checking out my programs and my courses and my coaching practice, you can do so through my website, zeemohun.com. You can also submit questions for me to respond to here on my YouTube channel through my website, zeemohun.com. Please check out my books. I have written 16 books on the subject of law of attraction. All of them are available on Amazon. And if you like this video, please remember to leave a comment below and click on that like button. I would love for you to subscribe and be notified of all my future videos. I would love to have you back here, and I look forward to helping you on your law of attraction journey. Bye for now.